Welcome to the Crow's Nest, where we fly above the noise and get real. No filters, no fluff, just mindset, movement, and the mayhem of chasing what most want. I'm Brandon Lee, this is Jess.
And we're lifting the lid on what it takes to fly differently. This is where grit meets growth.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. Say go.
Welcome back to the Crow's Nest podcast for episode 2. Your hosts, Brandon Lee and my beautiful wife, Jess.
Hello, everyone. We just wanted to say a big thank you to all that listened and shared your love and comments with us after the first episode. I think we were really nervous and you all made us feel so much more comfortable doing this, and thank you all. And thank you for listening again. So today's episode, we're really just sharing our vision of the podcast and sharing a little bit of behind the scenes really with our own stories.
Everything about us.
Yeah, so you get to know us a bit better. So first we're going to start off with explaining the name, why the Crow's Nest?
Well, yes, the runners out there would understand the Backyard Ultra guys and girls, why the Crow's Nest, but for everyone else, it's pretty much my good old friend Joel Sexton. We were running one day at the MVP loop, and I said, you're Brandon Lee, and he goes, it's like the Crow, Brandon Lee the Crow. So anyone hasn't seen Brandon Lee the Crow, who is Bruce Lee's son, he's brought out the movie called The Crow, and ever since that day, Joel said, gave me the nickname The Crow. Pato goes, damn, I wish I got a hold of that. And ever since then, I said, what the hell? It's better than all the other nicknames everyone else has given me, so you're going to enjoy this one.
And your first name is Brandon Lee.
Yes, so for everyone, my first name is Brandon Lee. So it's a lot better than all the other ones. And
so hence the Crow.
Yeah, and I just said, I'm a reincarnation of Bruce Lee's son, but Maltese version.
So when thinking of a name, we thought of a few different, names for the podcast, but the Crow's Nest kind of fit everything.
Fit. Yeah, and the picture also has crow with two crows, a few two little boys, which is our little crazy crows that we have running around here.
The baby crows.
Yeah. So, first things first, we'll start with you, Jess. So, Jessica Rose Gretsch now. You're married.
We are married. So, a little bit about me.
Who are you?
Great question. I was born in the western suburbs of Melbourne, so Ardia, to two young parents. I guess at the time they were 20 years old, which is wild to think that,
You had young parents. I was old.
They were babies, having a baby, and they lived with my grandmother at the time, and I was born into a family who have very strong female characters, especially my grandmother, who we shared. Well, my parents lived with my grandma, so that's where I lived also.
And that we currently live in that
and
same
we
house.
currently live in that. So, side note, my parents brought that from my grandma, and then Brandon and I.
Then the Maltese made the deal with cash, and I done it.
Brought that off my parents. So, and I was a pretty happy, vibrant kid, very active. I loved doing anything physical, really, and then...
Did you like running when you were a kid?
I did.
Do you like it now?
Not so much. I did actually love running in cross country as a kid. Anything active, anything jumping around, joyful, happy-go-lucky kid, really. And then my sister came along 5 years later, who I adored. I wanted to be a big sister a lot. And probably a pivotal thing that happened in our lives when we were younger, my mum was diagnosed with MS when I was about 7 years old. So shortly after my sister was born, that was probably a big milestone that happened in our lives that really, I guess, shaped what the future was going to hold for us. So at the time, it was very uncertain. My mum was only 26, 27 at the time, so very young.
So for everyone like listening, can you explain it, just the slightest thing of what multiple sclerosis is?
Well done. Multiple sclerosis is scar tissue on the brain. So I remember being taught by a lady who came out to educate families, and they had a visual of running wires, so like a extension lead, and there was a bit cut open and you could see the exposed wires and the fray coming out. So that's like on your nervous system, it leaves scars, and also on your brain. And so MS is very different for every single person who has it. It varies. So I've worked in the disability industry for a long time, and I've had clients who have had MS who, you know, are blind or use mobility assistance scooters, or it varies so different. So one day you could be completely fine and the next day you wake up and your eyesight's gone, or your legs are gone, or your speech.
Because as much as shit as it is, it's a blessing that your Jessica's mum, Sue, she hasn't got it like...
Or her severity has been slow.
Very
slow
slow
progressing, because
So
it does deteriorate over time. And obviously she won't mind me saying this, but her brain mass has shrunk, and like the lesions have obviously got bigger over time.
She's always had a peanut of a brain.
But her, her progression with MS hasn't been as severe as other people, so we're really blessed. But so that was a big part of our life growing up. My dad did become my mum's full-time carer, so I guess a blessing in disguise. You always look at, I had both parents at home, which I was really blessed with. We had a very simple life. We lived within our means, but we always had a lot of fun, a lot of love, and I never felt like we went without. It was just a lot of love, and
of course, beautiful.
And they were always there at everything, which we were blessed, like not having parents who work. That was the blessing, that they were at everything and all that, because my dad took over the main role of driving because my mum had to stop driving, all that jazz. I got a dancing scholarship when I was 8.
That's right,
that was a really big passion of mine.
She looked hot in those costumes.
Not at 8. Maybe as a teenager, but you know, not as an 8-year-old. So from 8 years old to probably 21, that was a big passion of mine, dancing. And I loved that. That was huge. And yeah, just went through school I had to work really hard at school. I was a bit of a, I'm not going to say peanut, but it wasn't easy for me to retain information. Brandon is very intelligent.
But she got well, because at the end of year 11 and 12, I was always copying her work. So she ended up working pretty hard, and the results paid for it.
I always worked very hard at school because I had to.
You did.
And then I went off to uni to become a teacher. I did a double degree in education and applied science, so I always wanted to work with people with disabilities. And through uni, I just had heaps of different jobs, even high school, heaps of different jobs.
And no, she didn't do that to look after me, okay? Please.
It was always a big passion of mine, working with.
Do you still do you still dance, for all the listeners out there?
No, only in the kitchen.
Yeah, fair.
And to Danny Go and, all the fun stuff. To Blippy. No, priorities took over, and, affording a car and petrol was higher priority to dancing at the time. My passion kind of fell out of love with it by that point. But yeah, went off to uni and loved that, and then I got a teaching job, which was probably not... I thought I would work in more higher needs with kids with disabilities, for reference, like special schools. But I got a job at an incredible school in Geelong, and the IQ's between 50 and 70. So it's like a middle ground. Like a lot of the students we have are from mainstream, but it's more behaviours than high needs disabilities. And I just fell in love with it. It was like a calling that I never knew.
Oh, there's some stories.
I love it. And I've been there since I graduated and till I had my babies. And yeah, like the demographic there's a lot of high needs of behavioural support and trauma and low socioeconomic and also disabilities, but the IQ's between 50 and 70. So they're not as profound. And yeah, I love it. And then I went on.
You're good at your job because you just get into the kids.
I just love it.
They just love you.
I hope so.
Like every time, sometimes one teacher, they're a mess, and then they go, "Oh, Jess, you can have them," and then they're sweet.
they're the few success stories.
Yeah.
And then last year I was fortunate enough to go in and watch the graduation of my first students that I ever taught, graduated year 12, and that was a surreal moment, and getting to bond with their families and celebrate their success was just incredible. And then obviously we had our two little ones. So I went on
B1 and B2.
B1 and B2, and we went on maternity leave. And then I still work on Brandon's RDOs. So that fills my cup, but also I get to be at home with our boys, really. So I think that's a bit of a overview.
That's a
quick overview.
That's a good bird's eye view on it. What about like with motherhood?
Yes.
Yeah, what's beautiful about motherhood?
It is the most beautiful thing I think I've ever done, to be honest, and
Amazing.
brutal.
Yeah, what's so brutal about it?
I
Besides
think
putting up with me.
No, not putting up with you. I think the thing that's brutal about it, especially in our day and age, I don't know, I'm just thinking of our situation. You're hyper independent and you have a career and you're in the workforce and in the world, and then when you have a baby, it all stops. I think that was the biggest thing for me. It was your life completely does a 180 change. And then you're at home and it's a very quiet life. It's just you and your baby, and then obviously your husband or whoever you have. I think that was the biggest thing you don't have. I think it's just the biggest change.
Good change.
Yeah. But at the start, it's really hard, I guess.
Yeah.
You have to kind of mourn the old life you have. You're not in those social circles and bubbles you used to be in. You're not with the old routine you've had for 10 plus years. You're now.
Yeah, because it'll be hard because, I get to go to work every day. I get to talk to people.
Yeah.
Where you just got to talk to two little boys.
Now it's different. Now it's...
Because they understand now.
It's so different. Like now
when
is...
they're a newborn.
That was the hard part. I think for the first 6 or 7 months, it's really like your guessing game. It's the sleeplessness. It's routines and trying... You put
What's
a lot
wrong
of...
with them?
Exactly.
Are they hungry? Are they
Exactly.
sleepy? Am I doing this right?
Trying to set up... And I think a big thing for us we were big on setting up their sleep for success. Yeah. So being at home to make sure that their sleep's good. But now I think this is the golden years.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best time.
100%. Crazy but good.
Crazy but good, yeah. I think that was amazing. Yeah. That's a little... Yeah, I think it's your turn.
Yeah, well, God, Brandon Lee, what's with you?
Go back to the beginning. Paint a little picture of what you were like as a child.
Yep. I was just a little bloke, very little bloke, little kid. I never grew till I was like year 10. Yep, mother, father. I had 2 older brothers and 1 younger sister that eventually come in the picture.
Which is a big gap between...
Yeah, big gap. She's 7 years younger, and my middle brother...
So you were the baby for a long time.
Yeah, I was the baby boy. Wow, yeah, North Sunshine. I was growing up, born and bred in the West as well. Wow, I'm just, I don't know.
Nationality?
I'm Maltese. I'm a European, a little wog, as my dad always says, which, I love it. I always embrace it. I don't see why you don't embrace what you are. Can't change what you are, so embrace it. And I think I was actually a very shy kid. I reckon, very popular at school. I went to North Sunshine Primary School. Teachers loved me but hated me because I was a little shit.
I think you were naughty but likable.
Yeah,
from what I've understood.
It's like everyone around a group of people. Oh, you're confident, man. Like, I'm not going to show you nothing.
Exactly.
I think my family, my mum and dad showed a lot of love. They did. Mm-hmm. As crazy as they are, they showed a lot of love. My brothers as well. We always said love you. I think we were pretty lovable.
You're very affectionate family.
Yeah, that's the word, affectionate. We wrestled a lot, which what I loved. I was a big wrestling fan. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Which is
on the brand.
Yeah, on the brand. Yeah, that's it. So, I went to the same high school as Jess. At about age of 8 years old, I used to play footy at 6 and 7. Got into my first fight, which is grouse. That's always good. And played footy for North Sunshine Roadrunners. Then, I was a big Power Ranger fan, and I remember my oldest brother, who at the time I looked up to so much. I always wanted to be him. And we watched Power Rangers a lot. And at the time, I just loved Tommy, the white and green ranger. I just wanted to be him. No one else mattered, just wanted to be him. So I said, Shane, my oldest brother, he did karate. So I jumped in, did karate with him. And I said, man, I love this because I can do what Tommy does. So I quit footy and said, well, I'm fighting, I'm enjoying this. And
that obviously progressed.
Yeah, that progressed a lot. So I've done that since I was 21. And, I got to do so many great things. And, with
had
karate.
A lot of great mentors.
Yeah, a lot of great mentors. My sensei, Joe, he was, Adrian. I think ever since I met Adrian, he got me confident, and he taught me how to, have fun with life and not take it too serious. But when it's time to work, it's work. Mm-hmm. And then my sensei was that one person that the one person that believed you before you even believed in yourself.
He's a phenomenal person.
I think for everyone. And, I think without him...
The confidence, maybe?
I wouldn't be where I am today. Like, he was the one. Especially with all my running and, a lot of people see me as, being so confident and knowing what I want. It was all from him just because he knew... I remember at the age of 17, everything changed. We went to a karate tournament. It was me, 17,
I think he was 16 at the time.
16,
17?
Yeah, 16, 17, because I had my brother's fake ID because we bought alcohol afterwards. It was, so one of my great friends, Edgar, he just recently passed away.
At the time,
And I remember I put his belt on and said, I'm going to win this. And then my sensei just goes, just jump in, give it a crack. And I remember that day I just couldn't lose, and I bet all the 18-plus year olds.
There was like 30-year-olds.
30-year-olds, and I was just kicking their heads in. As simple as that, which was amazing. And I think, I always remember the day, because Jess was there at Tasmania, which was an Australian championship, and I just had this glow that I wasn't losing. So whatever that was, it pretty much made me the person that drives for everything, and I'm not scared to get what I want because I know I can have it. Mm-hmm. And I know if you work hard, you can get whatever. I've taught 2 young kids, and we went to the World Championships in karate.
But before that, you went to America?
Yeah, went to America.
To fight?
Fought in the World Championships for Australia. Absolutely got my ass kicked, which was fun still. But then I was drinking with a lot of people that, I was 18 at the time. As soon as I turned 18, I just booked a flight, everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm going, see ya. This is what I want. This is the only way to get better. And, I just wanted to learn from the greats, just like I do with everything like now with the backyards.
Yeah. Surround yourself with
surround
those
yourself
people.
with great people, and I've learnt that at a very young age, and it's just worked, and I don't see why it can't work now. It's simple as that. Got to teach another 2 more kids to come with me around the world. So pretty much the 3 of us took out most of Australia in the karate championships, and we got pretty much picked to go to Ireland, which is a kickboxing. So it was a karate kickboxing competition, which was pretty insane. Got to explore the world and fight, do what I loved. Then 21, 22-year-old Brandon said, hey man, I've always loved boxing, let's give that a crack.
For premise though, I remember you tossing up the idea of what martial arts you were going to go into next.
Yeah, because I was always a good kicker. I love kicking.
And then this is what blew my mind. I remember at the time you were, what's my weakest thing? Oh, my hands.
Yeah.
So let's do boxing, where, any other person would go, I'm going into kickboxing. That's my strength.
I guess being like a fighter, you want to be the perfect, complete fighter. So you...
Maybe, but some people...
some people do opposite. But it's like, man, I don't know if it would challenge me too much, where this would kind of... which it did. Boxing challenged the hell out of me. Like, that was something. Done that for 4 years.
Probably more.
4 or 5 years, till COVID hit.
Till COVID, yeah.
And then...
and you had some phenomenal experiences through that?
I did the novice state champions, the intermediate state champions I won, and the Australasian silver gloves, which I still have the title with me. That was the best thing that ever happened. And yes, I did take a photo with it naked. I tied it around my waist. I'm like, I have to take this photo. I don't know when I'll win a belt again. So that was something. That was huge, man, because I always remember that, this is where the 17-year-old me at Tasmania, or 16 that I won, this is where the confidence built. I remember my coach goes, it's all right, mate. Like, I'm not sure. Just go give it a crack. And I just went... In boxing. And I'm just like, you don't know who I am. I'm winning this. Like, I've just had this look. And then I remember the first guy, I just bashed him. And then the second guy... So the second guy went from elite, so he had 30 fights, and he's come down to face me, and I said, sweet, bring him on. Not like...
And obviously you weren't that experienced.
I only had like 10 fights or whatever, so I'm like, whatever, man. It is what it is. And I've always said, whatever the universe puts in front of you, you can deal with it. It's just how you deal with it.
Yeah.
So I just boxed his ears off, which is good. And then, COVID hit, and that's when my all the running started happening, which is,
And that's where that journey's come from.
Yeah, but we'll get eventually in the running scene later on.
And what about like your career?
Oh, my career, yeah. I forgot about that. I wish it'd be right. So I'm a chippy. I'm an ex-chippy, and I have done my apprenticeship again, and now I'm a sprinkler fitter. So for those thinking of sprinkler fitters, no, I do not do the ones in the ground.
That's what I thought it was,
Yes.
as a gardener.
I'm a fire sprinkler, so sprinkler fitter that installs the fire systems in the apartments. Mm-hmm. So we pretty much fire protection is the word for it. Mm-hmm. At the moment I'm at Big Footscray Hospital. In the union, which I like. We've got good hours. I can spend time with my kids. I'm not one of those guys that work till fucking 7 o'clock, and
it really supports our lifestyle.
Like that was like my father. He worked his ass off for our house, and we were pretty spoilt. But my dad worked his ass off, and
But he worked big hours.
I worked big hours, and I think that's where I get my work ethic from, both work and running.
And I think you also have. That was one of your big changes from being a chippy. You didn't like the hours.
Yeah, didn't like the hours.
Like for the future, us.
Yeah, that's it. And I knew one day we were going to have kids, and I said, well, what's your goal, Brandon? I go, well, I want to work least and get paid the most.
Yeah.
I think everyone wants to. And thank God, luckily, I found this 7 to 2:30 every day.
And we took the leap of going back to an apprenticeship.
I remember, I said, babe, I'm going to do an apprenticeship. She's like, what, $400 a week? I go, no, trust me. And we looked at the figures and it was a lot better than we thought. And
But we just bought a house at the time. I just got a full-time job as a teacher.
Yeah, so it was all
So we had no money.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm going to go back and do an apprenticeship.
Yeah, man.
But now, look,
it's the best thing I ever did.
biggest blessing.
You know that one thing where you just go, oh, should I have done it? I'm so happy I done it.
Agreed.
So happy I took that leap of faith. It was scary, but I love taking leaps of faith, as everyone knows. So what the hell?
And now I think quickly, like our story, I guess, as a couple, like we've done a bit of an overview. So Brandon did mention before that we did go to high school together.
Yeah, we did.
So we met when we were 12.
Yeah.
Year 7. So at our school, I don't know if different schools are like they group the kids in the classroom and that's the class you have.
Like A, B, and C.
The whole time they never changed the classes.
Yeah, only one of my friends that we always
if they were naughty
trouble.
and stuff, they moved them.
Stefan. I miss Stefan.
So we were put into the same class in year 7 and that was our class till we were at the end of the year 10.
Yep. So I always passed because I always copied her work.
And Brandon is very intelligent, let me tell you. But it depends if you wanted to use it or not.
100%.
So,
I used
obviously
it in my sport.
you did. That was your passion.
That's it.
So we started dating in 2008.
Yeah.
when we were in, I think, year 9.
Yeah, I think it was year 9, yeah.
And then we just never stopped dating. So we,
She fell in love with these eyebrows
I did indeed.
of mine.
So we kind of went through high school. We had the same group of friends, which was lovely.
It was a blessing, man.
Yeah, and we have a great group of friends
Your
that we
sister did karate, so...
Brandon did teach my sister at karate, and then I used to just go to watch Brandon, really.
It's a perv on me.
Just pretend I'm there to support my sister, but really not.
They're the perv on me.
And my best friend did karate, so, just a fangirl at karate.
But it was good, like our little circle was always good.
We were very blessed. We had a really great circle.
Like even
of people.
now, I have the same circle, the karate people. I went to school with them.
We do. We're very lucky.
Yeah, which is always good.
And very rare.
Yeah, 100%.
And then after high school, we
got jobs, had to grow up.
We had to grow up, yeah. So I went to uni.
I still haven't grown up.
And this was probably the first time we hadn't done things together, really. Like I went off to uni and you started an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
But we did live together. So once we turned, technically, 18.
I moved in here when I was 16, I think. 17.
Oh, not technically. You will hear a lot.
Yeah. My family went a bit cuckoo. So,
no, they were going through a divorce, so,
Yeah, and then my
people
brother went off.
Separate ways.
My brother went off the rails a little bit.
Yeah, as all families
with
have.
A bit of, drugs, unfortunately.
So then you started, living here, I think at 18.
Was it 18? 17? Oh, yeah, because I kept rocking up.
Yeah, so it was just like on and off, really. And then,
I just enjoyed your food better. I was over pasta.
Oh, what do you mean? Your dad did a good job?
Yeah, he did. He did do a good job.
So that's the first time I think we went off and did separate things. And I remember us having a conversation. It's like you either grow together or grow apart. And luckily we grew together and, you went off and did your apprenticeship. I was at uni. And then, we got careers, I guess.
Yeah. And
we travelled a bit.
Yeah, that's it. We went Malta, went to visit. Oh, because that's another thing. Yeah, I've got brothers and sisters in Malta, which I've always wanted to meet but never got the chance to. So Jess come with me to meet them. And
we had 6 weeks there, which was phenomenal.
And all we did was drink and eat and swim.
And swim.
And go very dark.
Well, you got very dark.
Yeah, You were.
I brought a lot of fake tan with me.
Yeah, you were like a nonna, dressed up with towels around your head not to get burnt. You were like the James Blanton in ultra running.
Yeah, I
'Cause
get burnt really easy.
He gets burnt too.
We're like yin and yang.
Yeah.
And lucky our boys so far get tanned. So
Yeah.
I'm very blessed for them.
Definitely.
Then, as we hinted before, we bought our home, which was my family home. My parents were going to move, and
I remember the time they said that. Oh yeah, we're selling the house, and I've just looked at Jess. We've got no savings, man.
we're babies.
How are we gonna do this? I don't know. We'll do it somehow.
I think I had like 4 jobs at the time.
Yeah.
And my last year of uni, and you had an apprenticeship.
I had the apprenticeship, and I had the shittest boss too. Like he was making me work till like 6:30 at night
with not pay. It was just
no pay. I was getting rorted, and I'm like, mate, what the hell are we gonna do?
We hustled.
Yeah.
We bloody hustled.
But we done it.
We did it. Yeah, it was.
We have the house for how long now? 7-8 years.
Yeah, which was a blessing.
Yeah, it's a great area for us, for our kids to grow up in, and
yeah, it is.
it's beautiful, man.
And sentimental value, I guess. Like
It is. It's a roof over our head.
it is, and
Yeah,
we're
a
very
good
lucky
one.
that we got to buy it from them before they put it on the market,
Yeah.
which was
Cash
awesome
money.
for us.
No.
It was not cash.
It was not cash. I know.
And then we worked really hard, and Brandon proposed,
Yeah, I did.
which was
didn't I?
beautiful. So we were dating, I think, at the time for 10 years, Nelly.
I stretched it out for a little bit.
Well, we were children,
No,
really.
but
Let's be honest.
Yeah, but not only that, I said to myself, and I remember we had a discussion, I said to Jess that before I even propose or think about getting married, we're buying a house. That was
sensible.
Yeah, because, my always dream as a little kid, because I know my parents never owned their house, and it was...
They did own...
No, they didn't.
Or didn't pay it off.
Yeah, didn't, so I said, well, I wanted to do it. So,
Yeah.
but when we bought the house, that's when my parents split, so it's like, they didn't have nothing, they only were renting at the time.
Oh, at the time,
My brothers never did nothing, so I said,
in that department.
I want to somehow change a little bit of a cycle, so hopefully my younger sister can follow.
Yeah, and that was your
nephews
goal.
And nieces, for sure. Because I guess if one person in the family can do it, well, why can't I?
Yeah,
It's just that,
exactly. But that's sensible. Before getting engaged.
Smart, see?
And at the time, my grandpa got sick, which was a huge, huge person in both our lives.
Yeah.
And Brandon organised to do the proposal with him. And it was a beautiful story because he was going through chemo at the time, and he was losing his hair, and he was a very vain man. So he didn't brush his hair for like a month before the proposal because he wanted to have beautiful hair in the pictures. And Brandon organised it at a winery in the Yarra Valley. And my grandpa was there with our dog, who has now passed away.
Yes.
Bless him.
Our little boy, Frankie.
Our first baby, Frank. And he was meant to walk him down with the ring, but he was too strong, so my dad had to walk him down. And my dad was in shorts and thongs, I think, at the time. And Frankie had a suit on, and my pop had a suit on, and everyone was... It's beautiful memories to look back on. And Brandon had a photographer there too.
Yeah,
so
I went one of those higher...
Brandon Googled, how do you propose? And a business came
Yeah,
up.
she went, perfect. Like, don't need to do nothing. I'll pay someone. Let's just do this.
Let's do it.
And it worked out all right.
It did.
I did something simple, a little archway, flowers, photos of us, and
It was beautiful.
yeah. And the only thing I felt bad I didn't do, I didn't make your father and Pop stay back to eat with us.
I know, they drove all the way to the Yarra Valley to give us the ring, be a part of it, and then they left. And we got to have dinner.
I know, I feel a bit bad there.
Oh, well, they were fine. And then we got married, I guess, because COVID hit and we had to postpone our wedding a few times.
Yeah, a couple of times.
And just before our wedding, we found out we were pregnant with our first son, Coda,
Yeah.
which was... It was a surprise, but not a surprise because we were hoping...
We were trying.
We were trying, but then we stopped. We're like, nah, we'll wait till after the wedding.
yeah.
And then I think it was a week before my hen's party.
Yeah, that's
I remember
right,
Brandon was cleaning up the backyard and I had a shower and I'm like, hold on, this isn't right. So lucky I found out a week before my hen's party.
Yeah.
And then we got married and
Partied and
had our...
in Geelong.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like this little moment in time where we didn't need masks. We had to cut our numbers, unfortunately, but it was an awesome party.
Yeah. And it was that like week later, like that weekend where it was the last weekend before we locked down again. So everyone stayed in Geelong, and the good thing about it, it was a wedding. You know, we celebrated us, but it was a party. Like,
it was such a party.
And we had all our beautiful friends that we knew, the karate people, the boxing, the family. It was just people that we loved and people you don't even need to second guess anything.
Yeah, it was great.
It was just, and I'd done the special dance at the end.
You did. You choreographed a dance. It was phenomenal. And then we had our babies.
Yeah, we had the babies, which love every day. And I
think
don't know how the hell we haven't done it without them.
I know, I can't remember life without them now.
No, it's crazy.
Our eldest Coda is 3 and a bit, or nearly 3.5.
Yep.
And Swade is 2. He turned 2 in May. So there is a 1.5 gap, very close.
And Swade was a very great surprise.
A very great surprise.
Yeah.
Brandon rushed me to the hospital thinking I had appendicitis. And the nurse at the time was like, could you be pregnant? And I just remember looking at him like, are you fucking stupid? I have a 7-month-old at home. Like, do you think...
No way.
Because before this, I used to always say, there is no such thing as accidents, because my mum, obviously I was an accident. They were 20. And I used to always say to her, there is no such thing as accidents. And I ate my words that day and I called her and I apologised.
Yeah. And I remember the doctor coming, he gave her the pregnancy test and said, just letting you know you're pregnant. And I just went, woohoo! Like, I'm like, whoa. And Jess just looked at me and cried.
I cried.
I just went, uh-oh.
I think it was more shock.
Yeah.
And also uncertainty. Like, I'm a big planner. I'm very organised.
And here's me ripping a joke going, my old hips don't work anymore and I forgot to pull out.
Oh, your pull-out game's not good. And they just looked at you like,
just looked at me like, one of these guys again.
Right.
And there it is. I will never grow up.
No, you will not.
I'll always be a child.
And then our beautiful Swadey came along, which was the best blessing.
Swade.
Swade.
Not Swadey.
He's Swadey.
Swade.
I can't imagine life without them. I love that they're so close and they have the most beautiful relationship.
Yeah. Like they remind me of like me and my brothers wrestling,
They just love each other.
They're just, beautiful. Like, we're another level out of us.
But also the age gap, like none of your brothers.
Yeah.
You're
like,
that.
To me and my oldest brothers, 10 years, and me and my middle, 3 years. So, which is not too bad, but
it's still not as they're like twins at this point. Like they're just like in sync.
Which everyone always says, are they twins? It's like
no. They're amazing. That was probably our best chapter yet, I think.
Oh, 100%. And something that's exciting because you're a big role model.
Yeah.
And like I'm always one to me doing everything that I do is like they're always watching.
They
so
are.
I always try to lead by example. Everyone that knows me, I'm just I'll be there when they're ready. They'll know what's going on. Like even when I go out for runs, they go, okay, Daddy, go for a run. And for me, that's saying, they know.
Yeah.
They know I'm doing something. And I said, one day you'll understand.
A big thing, I think we have this motto, like kids are not very good at listening to parents, but they're extremely good at copying. So monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, 100%.
So we always try to model and whatever things we want them to display, we try to model that.
It's like our youngest, sometimes when I fart loud, he'll fart loud.
He loves farts. He bloody loves farts. We did get some questions from Instagram to answer. There's a few.
Oh, yeah. But first things first,
yes.
What do you love about your life now? And what are you most proud of?
I'm most proud that we work so hard. We really worked hard together. And I'm proud of how we've grown together. I guess like sometimes we got some slack when we were younger, like, oh, you've been, childhood sweethearts kind of vibe.
But now,
what?
Oh, yous are so rare. It's like, mate.
Yeah, I know. It depends who you talk to, I guess. But I'm glad that and we never stopped each other from doing anything. We always, I think we got the best of both worlds. We really encouraged each other to grow, and we've created this beautiful life. I love our life, and
It's great.
now the kids are just next level. Like, I feel like it's not our time anymore.
Yeah.
It's their time.
Yeah.
It's it's still our time. We still have our own identities, which
that's one thing. I know I've said it to Jess. It's like sometimes parents, because they have kids, they just stop their own
They
dreams,
lose
and it's just
themselves.
oh, I'm done. That's it. It's the kids' turn now. It's like, nah, like that's crap. Like, I'd love to see the kids see their parents chase dreams, and it kind of
that's
motivates
important.
them. Oh, Daddy can do it, Mummy can do it, I can do it too.
But I think it's also showing them we're people too. We're not just parents.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, we have hobbies and passions, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one to, and that's one thing, and everyone says to me, oh, you should just relax. It's like, yeah, I do relax with them, man. Yeah, I'll get up, I'll run before they get up, or when they're asleep, I'll run then, and then I'll hang out with them.
yeah,
Which, yeah, is a big thing for me, man, because, like, yeah, I want them to have me as a good role model, I guess.
and model those
And
behaviours.
model those behaviours, whether it comes to sport or whatever in life, even just work ethic. You've got a great work ethic, I do. So it's like, they kind of, as I said again, they have no choice but to.
We hope.
We
bloody hope.
Yeah, well, we're saying that now. We'll do another podcast in 20 years. And
10 years, yeah, exactly right. So what do you love about our life, and what are you most proud of?
Our family is just something next level. It's the best thing that ever happened. Especially, everything that happened with my family, I'm just so proud that, we changed the norm, and, we making two beautiful boys just grow up so kind and so lovable, and crazy and fearless.
They're very
I
fearless.
love it,
Yeah.
and it's beautiful. And I'm most proud of us just surviving.
We did survive.
Yeah, just and still going.
We're still going.
We're still surviving, and like, there's no chance of us ever giving up, and it ain't gonna happen. So,
No.
Unless and something happens, but
We hope not.
Yeah, no, hope not.
Touch
But
wood.
the things we done and still trying to do.
Yeah,
And
we
we're still chasing dreams. That's what I love about it. Like, we're still doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel back when I always say I feel 18 again, because
Yeah.
I'm always chasing dreams and always chasing
I think that's
things.
a big thing for us, to always have goals and dreams.
Yeah,
That's really important.
yeah. The day you stop dreaming is the day you stop living.
Yeah.
So
Good one.
just dream big, mate.
Okay, we've got some questions.
Oh yes, for Instagram there was
A few questions.
Yeah, a few of them.
We won't try and drag on too much.
Yeah.
So the first one was to me, how do you keep up with brands' changing passions? I don't think.
I've only had 3.
Yeah, it's not that much. For me, Brandon is a better person, father, husband, when you have goals and dreams, and you're the type that I can't imagine you not having a hobby or passion.
Like I said, the day you
It's-
stop dreaming.
Yeah, it's just not in your DNA really to stop, and you're more productive, you're a better all-rounded person when you have big goals and
100%.
dreams. So
Like, you should see the days on my rest days. Oh God.
you're so jittery,
Yeah,
and
get out, Brandon.
you need to do something,
Yeah.
which is just the way you are. So then the next one's for Brandon. So how did you go from karate to boxing to running, and what's your fave?
Oh, well, I legit just said from karate, I said, I want to box, and then from box, I want to run. It was just the time of my life with karate. I just got to the point that I got to the top of my game in karate where I had to move overseas and I just didn't want to because I had a family. Boxing would just got to a point where I was sick of cutting weight.
Yeah, that was
You know,
torturous.
and COVID happened as well, so all the fights were cancelling. So I said, well, stuff it, I'm going to start running. And
that kind of
yeah,
that wasn't
like
intentional.
My first run, like big run I ever did was that David Goggins challenge.
Yeah.
And I said, I might be good at this. And then I did an ultra and I cramped up, and then I did a mara and it's like, and then things.
Coda was 5 weeks old, and we went to this 2 bays, is it called?
Yeah, 2 bays, yeah, 56.
God, it was funny.
Yeah. And what's my fave? I'm sorry, I have no favourite. I still go back to karate. I still enjoy boxing, watching it, and running is just me now. So
Yeah.
I think with all those three, all three of them together, I wouldn't be the headstrong, crazy mofo that I am.
Yeah. And this was a really great question that we got. It was to me. And it's how or if you have any resentment towards Brandon spending so much time and energy towards running and you're with the kids. This is a great question because I think people have this assumption of us. No, I don't have resentment towards Brandon because I feel, as I said, it makes him a better person. And to paint the picture, Brandon probably does more dinners on his own than I do during the week. I go to the gym, which I really love. And Brandon works his schedule around us. So I always like to think of it like, I don't know, if you boxed or played footy, that's prime time, dinner time, family time.
Yeah, no, that's why I loved running so much.
Well, for instance, if you played footy, that's 2 nights a week you're gone, and then all day Sundays.
Yeah.
Which running for you is around the boys' schedule and my schedule. You might have a long run every few weekends, but that's not a whole day out of it. Yeah. It really just fits in.
Yeah.
And
we talk.
We do.
You
We sit down at the start of the year and you...
I want to do this. Like last year, hey Jess, I want to do Sydney to Melbourne.
Which was a big one for us.
Huge, but I only did that one and that's it.
Oh, I think you did 2 little events or something, but it wasn't big. And then obviously the Backyard Ultra events are a few days, but we normally do them together if we're lucky enough, which is really
Jess
amazing.
Loves crewing too. So.
I love to watch you do anything you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And it makes, it's a big part of our life. And I hope one day when the boys have passions, that's a big part of our life and we're there every second of it.
Future runners and crew members.
Yeah.
Mate, they're going to go out there trying to beat me.
So I think it's interesting to see. I don't think I've ever had any resentment at all about running, really. And we just make it work. What's important to us, make it work. And I don't know, I'm a bit of a Hitler when it comes to when we're at home having family time, being present, playing with the kids, phones away.
Yeah. And that's like...
And we don't always get it right, obviously.
I'm pretty bad when it comes to that, and I won't lie, just, with everything. And
I think it's your only downtime.
Yeah, and I'm not shy to ever say it to anyone. Like, I'm only human and I'm still learning, and some days I have good and some days are shit. And it's okay sometimes. I know, even though it's crap sometimes, but...
Yeah. I think we just try to utilise, we always try to have family days where, like, we spend at the zoo, that's, like, the boy love.
Yeah.
And, we do as much as we can.
Yeah.
Which is probably more painful because other people don't do that, but that's okay. Yeah. I hope that answers it. So, Brandon, how do you fit your running goals and life, and what are the challenges and sacrifices? That kind of...
Yeah, kind of like answers it. We talk a lot. Like today, for example, it's it's Saturday. Mm-hmm. I was meant to do a 4 a.m. long run before work because I got called into work and I slept in. I forgot to set my alarm, and the little one come in bed, and I just wanted to snuggle him, and didn't happen. And we're just gonna move it on tomorrow and do a little one and.
We push on.
Like sacrifices. Unfortunately, there are some times that I do miss, putting the kids to bed on a Wednesday night, or on a long run. Sometimes a breakfast, just but it's nothing long, nothing crazy, and
but we're both okay with that.
Yeah, we're both okay with it, I think. And
like you do, as I mentioned, like dinner time.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the gym, and like. Maybe that's like a non-negotiable for some people, but for us, we're willing to...
I think communication is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
If you don't talk...
And obviously, we're not perfect.
No,
Sometimes we bite off more than we can chew and do events, and we're like, why the fuck did we do that? That was too hard.
100%, man. Like Dead Cow Gully. That was hard.
Oh, I don't regret
I felt
any...
so bad. Oh, it was... Yeah,
I don't regret that
amazing,
at all.
Amazing event, but
I feel like when the boys were younger, like obviously they're still fucking babies, but like when they were little and we would, that was harder.
Yeah.
Like I think your first Backyard Ultra, I don't even know,
shepherding.
I think Suede was maybe
Baby.
3 months old.
Yeah.
That was probably biting off too much. But now it's, I think we've got a good rhythm.
Yeah, and I have to like accept it some days that, hey Brandon, you ain't gonna run today, or what I do. I do punish myself sometimes.
You
but,
do. You get really hard on yourself.
But like, I'll just run really late at night when everyone's asleep.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I'll suck up sleep the next day.
You do.
So.
Brandon, why do you have one eyebrow?
Oh, yeah. I definitely know who wrote this. My stupid boss. Well.
And he won't even be listening to
No,
this.
he won't even listen to it. He's an old gimp. Well, everyone can recognise me with my one eyebrow, so they know it's me.
Yeah.
And 2, I've shaved it now, so it's 2 eyebrows. I don't have a party trick no more.
And last question, it's just in regards to dead cow. So what was your caffeine and carbs per hour, and what shoes do you like / used?
Yep, so with my caffeine, I waited 24 hours and then I got into my no-dos. Mm-hmm. So pretty much that. And I think once I start no-dos, I don't ever stop them.
You just keep rotating
just keep rotating them every 4 hours, maybe 6 hours, depending on how you are with caffeine, I guess, because I don't want the drop. Carbs per hour, I sit anywhere between 40 to 90. I'm trialling 100 at the moment, so we'll see what happens at this new one, the shepherding that's coming up. Shoes I like at the moment, Hoka. Yeah, Hoka. I've got a new brand that I'm trialling out, Mount the Coast, that I'm having a look at. But no, Hoka's good, and I always get a size bigger, so I get the 2Es or sometimes the 4Es. If I get 4Es, I get half a size smaller. So, hopefully that answers your question, that one.
And why this podcast?
Why this podcast?
Why are we doing this?
Well, I know my reason. Do you know yours?
I think so. Go for it.
So my reason is like, I'm not too fast. I don't really mind. I understand some people aren't going to listen to it, but for me, it's like when I go on this earth, my kids will always have my voice there, and to show them how many great people we've interviewed, how many great people we had surrounded with us, and how much great things both me and Jess really done, and how much they just clicked. That's it.
I think it's nice to document, and we also like to yap.
Yeah,
so we
man.
get to talk to people, and our hopes are to interview lots of people, and we love hearing people's stories. And
our next episode, we've got a great one, which is
we do
crazy.
Just a little sneak peek.
Yeah, it's good. So our first interview. What about you, Jess? Why?
I think I'm the same. It's a legacy to leave, and collecting stories. Like, I know we both love podcasts and listening to people's stories, and I think that's what we want to do. And I think it's also a hobby for both of us to do, something we can do together.
And look, we fit this in when either the kids are in bed. Like at the moment,
Our
oldest is with Jessica's auntie.
and our other one's sleeping, who should be waking up any moment now.
So we're kind of trying to drag it, like
Push it now.
So apologies, but this is us.
Yeah, we're just going to squeeze it in when we can. And who and what are we going to talk about? It's not just going to be about running. I'm sure running will be a big part of this because it's a big part of our lives at the moment. But we want to talk to phenomenal people with phenomenal...
We have beautiful people in our circle.
And out of the circle.
And
we
out
just
of the circle.
hear their stories, and we might do some solo ones too.
So 9 times out of 10, if you're listening to this, you will probably get interviewed.
We will call you up at some point.
We'll call you up.
Yeah.
And, And the good thing now is what we've added to these episodes is we always have 3 questions that we do ask at the end of our episodes.
And it kind of reflects us.
Yeah. These 3 questions are us, pretty much. 100%.
Yeah. But first...
first, our aim is to get like an episode done hopefully every 2 to 3 weeks and remain consistent on
We're going to try and be consistent,
Look,
it's life.
It's life. Life does get in the way sometimes, but we'd make sure you know. And
what we've learnt is you can prioritise things.
Yeah, 100%.
and we can make it work if we want to.
Yeah, 100%. And if you haven't already, we have our Instagram, the Crow's Nest podcast.
Yes.
Make sure you follow along, and
We'll just be releasing stuff on there. Yeah.
Yep. And now these 3 questions, I'm actually going to ask you them.
I think you can answer too.
No, I just want you to answer these because
Really?
I think everyone kind of might know these. But anyway,
Okay.
what is your go-to order at your favourite restaurant?
So just to give some background, before Brandon and I had kids, our favourite thing to do is eat food.
Love eating.
Still, we like to eat food, but we love experiencing different food and cuisines and cultures, and that's our favourite thing.
Yeah.
My favourite thing at the moment, probably my favourite restaurant at the moment, is a Japanese is always my favourite food.
Beautiful.
Love it. And my favourite restaurant at the moment, I don't even know the name for it. It's one just off Caroline Springs Boulevard at the moment. This Japanese place we got this recommendation from.
Message us and we'll send it to you.
Yeah, maybe we can add it in the show notes because it's bloody great. Their sashimi and their tempura prawn sushi, anything raw, anything sushi, got my heart forever. Yeah. What's your? I already know yours.
Mate, mine's a
BBH.
Mr. Dan Farm. I know this. I'm a nice vermicelli chili noodle soup from Vietnamese.
Yeah, Vietnamese is the go-to.
Bun bò hoi.
Yes.
Yep, that my favourite is go-to.
It's a spicy. It's full of all the
after
tendons.
Every backyard ultra that I'm cooked, I just want to have that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fair.
Jessica, if money and time weren't an issue, what dream would you chase tomorrow?
Okay, so at the moment we're very Disney focused because we went to Disney on Ice. If money and time weren't an issue, we would hop to all the Disneylands.
Yeah, fair. Nice.
That would be a dream. Start off in Japan because obviously that's my favourite food.
Yeah.
And we were meant to go there on our honeymoon, but COVID and then a baby. So that's still on our bucket list. And then go around to all the Disneylands and Disney Worlds.
Yeah.
I think our boys love attractions.
Yeah.
They're very excitable.
Yeah. I've got to take them to Movie World soon.
Yeah, well, they like superheroes, so I think that's the next thing, but that would be, or travel the world with them.
Oh, for sure.
Like if money and time weren't an issue.
Mine would be private jet for 4 people, for us
Private jet?
Fly around.
Money bags?
We'd go to each country. We would do a running event.
Oh, for God's sake.
And then we would go there. That's what we'll do. Just cut whatever we got.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Are you going to bring a crew and everything?
Probably watch the boxing. We probably should pay someone.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Money wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
And lucky last, if your story could help just one person, what do you hope they take from it?
I think that don't take life too seriously. You only live once and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want to make it work, make it work and just live a... I think your focus is your reality. I don't know what the saying is, but like...
Where your focus goes, your energy flows.
Yeah, so if you have a positive outlook, it's going to... Even if it's grim, like, it's going to be fucking positive. Yeah. I think that's a big thing.
100%.
Like, it's... Yeah. I think that's... Don't take life too seriously and just live your life. Like, if you want to be miserable, you can, but why would you? It's up to you, yeah. What about you?
Whatever you take on whatever advice we give or anyone else and help, just do it your way. Who gives a fuck what everyone says? Like,
that's true.
Just do it your way. Like, your way might not be right. Your way might not be fucking glamorous or fucking, it might just be totally shit. Just do it your way, man.
As long as you're happy.
Yeah, like I always say to Jess and I say to everyone, normally when you do these backyard ultras, I go through a whole heap of pain. But from lap 0 to lap 50 to 100, whatever I'm going to do, I do not change because that's who I am. And if you don't like it, tough titties. And that's how you should be when you take any advice.
Yeah.
This is how I do it. This is how I deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And your thing's always good.
Yeah. And that's all.
Hope you enjoyed, and I hope if you're listening to this, you're probably going for a run or doing some sort of exercise or just washing the bloody dishes. Thank you for
listening. We appreciate you all.
This is the Crow's Nest podcast signing off. Caw-caw!
Caw-caw.
Catches.
Let's go. Say go.